and it is bigger and better this time around. And once again, it will be running through the streets of Soweto, passing through all the heritage sites. What is that? Walter Sisulu in Kliptown, Regina Mundi in Rockville, Morris Isaacson, and all the others. And we are urging all runners to lace up and go to the road, because entries are open, all of them. I've got a flyer here, whereby manual entries.
We'll put that up later. Let's go back to the race itself, Bob Sello. I look at the Soweto Marathon. I mean, as media as well, I think maybe partly we are to blame. We always speak of marathons. We speak highly of the Boston Marathons, your New Yorks, your London Marathons. But our local marathons, like the Soweto Marathon, a marathon where a lot of especially black African athletes want to run into, we rarely, make a big noise about it unless it's a week or so away. It's time we really start pushing these sort of events, especially because where they're running, as you said, are landmarks in as far as South Africa is concerned.
Yes, that is very true, because Soweto Marathon should be spoken about throughout the year, especially because it is organized and run by the Soweto clubs, which is the first of its kind in the whole world, whereby a number of clubs come together and really organize the marathon. But then what is happening with the Soweto Marathon is that the marathon itself is a means to an end, whereby we've got an elaborate development program. We would like to uplift the standard of the Soweto clubs and take the athletic sport back to the basics, whereby there will be regular athletics in schools, because nowadays you don't have that. So we would like to take athletics back to schools.
But this is where it starts. I mean, as you see on TV, these athletes running through the streets of Soweto, getting those kids to say, one day when I'm 16, when I'm able to register, I can do something like this, because that's where it starts. It's at that level that we need to start filtering it down.
Yes, of course the schools are our nursery, and we really want to take care of that through our elaborate development program. So as I'm saying, Soweto Marathon is just a means to an end, whereby we would like to lay a number of these youngsters, take them off the Nyaupe, and focus in running, because our dream is to have an Olympic champion coming from Soweto, and we can achieve that.
I mean, I'm looking at the field as well. I mean, the likes of Umapaseka Makanye, well, she's a darling here on Sports Life. She's always here, a darling as well as short marathons or ultra distance running basically in South Africa. She's already said she's going to be running in the Soweto Marathon. Let's look at the field. Who should we expect? Because again, the bigger the names you have, and as far as local runners is concerned, that gives all the more impetus to a lot of locals saying, look, I do want to be part of this iconic race.
Yeah, in fact, internationally, we haven't received quite a number of runners, but locally all the big names will be there. Mapaseka will be there, Ludwig will also be there, and most importantly, we are focusing on the younger guys who will be lining up the 10-kilometer race. That is where we would like to put more emphasis, because the most important thing, as we said, it is development. And Old Mutual, it was here 10 years before. It has come back, and as from next year, they will be coming back with those 5Ks, 10Ks that brought about a number of champs.
Also, I think what would help, I mean, I think maybe what fell through as far as Soweto Marathon is concerned over the years, remember there was a year when it wasn't held because of, silly things like, in-house fighting, the Athletics office wasn't up and running. Is it steady now? How are things looking as far as athletics in the country is concerned? Because there's always the question, maybe That's why we don't have as many international athletes coming through. How's it looking as far as the structures of athletics themselves are concerned? Are we on the right track, or we're back to where we should belong?
If you can remember that in athletics, we had fresh elections where a new committee came in. So I can promise you that it is stabilizing now, and it is promising. This year we are having our second Soweto Marathon. Of course, we are working with the higher structures of ASA and CGA.
Yeah.
So it has stabilized up to a certain extent, and it will be building from here, you know, going forward.
Bob Sello Khunou, quickly, when is the date? What time does, can we still buy tickets? Literally 30 seconds. When's the date? Entry forms, can we still get them quickly for our viewers?
The race will be the 1st of November at the Nasrec Expo Center. It will be running 42 kilometers, 21 kilometers. And to make mention that 21 and 10 kilometers this year will be running through the township.
My director's listening. TD, 21 kilometers for you, yes?
Yes, it will be running through the township, and the purse has doubled.
TD, money for you, yes?
100,000 to 200,000 this year.
Yeah.
So it is motivation enough to lure, you know, international athletes.
Yeah.
To come and collect the pairs, but I must warn them that our athletes are ready to take them on.
Bob Sello Khunou, thank you very much for joining us on Sports Live, chairperson of the Soweto Marathon, speaking to us. 1st of November, as you heard, that's when it's going to be held. Money, money, money. Do go out there. South African, well, SABC Athletics Club hopefully will be joining in, and our director as well. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
It's been a pleasure.